Hello, everyone. I'm Harrison Kelly with BYU-Idaho Radio. I'm joined by Corporal Morgan Hansen. She's the Community Outreach Officer for Pocatello Police, and she's in charge of this National Night Out that the Pocatello Police Department is hosting. So we'll welcome her to BYU-Idaho Radio.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Of course, yeah. So this is a really cool event. I understand that National Night Out, it's a community building campaign. It has partnerships between the community and the police, and it's the first Tuesday in August. It's a national campaign that dates back to 1970, and Pocatello Police is hosting their own.
We are.
So how long has the Pocatello Police engaged with this campaign?
We previously used to be involved in this, and then we had taken a break for a few years. After I moved into this position a few years ago, it was suggested that we start it up again, and so this is the first year we're starting it up in a while.
That's awesome. So what do you remember when the first time Pocatello Police had this sort of event?
I actually don't. I don't remember us having it while I've been employed here, and I just hit my 7-year anniversary, so I don't even remember it being here.
So how long has this event been going for consecutively over the last couple of years, I'm assuming?
This will be the first year.
This is the first year?
This is the first year that I can recall. We had taken several years off.
Wow, that's incredible. So in your mind, how does a community benefit from an activity such as this? I know it helps try to, from what I understand, it bridges the divide between the community and the police department. It tries to, foster those partnerships, right? How does the community benefit?
A lot of times we don't always see people on their best day. They don't always call the police when they're having their best day. So having just a neutral, relaxing, fun environment where the community can come and meet their local first responders and public safety people is in a non-scary moment in their life is a great opportunity.
Wow. So yeah, that's really cool that your department is interested in trying to build up those community relationships with people. What kind of activities can families in the community see at this event? What can they do to engage with first responders?
So from our department alone, we're going to have a Jeopardy game with our dispatch center. Our detectives are going to be teaching people about fingerprinting and how to fingerprint, just as a fun activity. There'll be some firearm safety information. We'll have impairment goggles. Our drone team is going to be there. Our SWAT team will be there with our rescue vehicle, the MRAP, and community members can climb inside and on that and just check it out. We've invited the other local first responders to come to. Bannock County Sheriff's Office is planning on being there. The Bannock County Coroner to promote the Next of Kin project that's through the DMV. The Pocatello Fire Department will be there with their new tiller truck. And then also military organizations, so like the Army, the ROTC, they're signed up to be there as well.
So this is like a multi-agency between first responders, because you said you have, Pocatello Fire there, you have even the military there.
Yeah, so we have 34 businesses and organizations that have registered to attend the event so far, and that's on top of all of the specialties that will be represented by the Pocatello Police Department.
Wow, that's a lot of entities that are going to be there.
Yep, food trucks. It'll be fun.
So, what goes into planning for an event like this? I mean, you've got a lot of collaboration between all these different entities. There's a lot of planning involved. How has that planning process gone for you?
I did an event not too terribly long ago, so I learned a lot of goods and bads from that. Planning this one, knock on wood, has gone relatively simple. The location that we picked has been great to work with, and that has made the process super simple. I have done the majority of the planning with all of this. A couple of my coworkers, they've been able to help. One of them was able to secure a couple of entertainment options. So we're going to have the Comedy Project will be there from 5 to 5:45 approximately performing, and then a local artist, Josh Langston, will be performing as well from 6 to 6:45. We're still working on securing the earlier block, but really the planning, I've tried to make it just a relaxed planning, so it's gone a lot easier. Now the biggest thing is just making sure everybody fits on the map.
Yeah, I'm sure that's. I can't imagine the planning that goes into a large scale event like this, and it's nice to have another event to help you with the training wheels, and then get back on your feet. What other? So you talked about how there's other events that the station has put on. What other events have you guys put on?
So most recently this summer, we just did the NOMI file, or the NOMI Fair is what we called it, promoting the NOMI file that originated out of our dispatch center. So that NOMI file is a resource that was designed for individuals with physical, intellectual, cognitive, medical disabilities, or really anything that the public would want first responders to know prior to an emergency happening. So I had coordinated that event back in May, inviting community partners that were provided similar kind of resources for those people to come together in one location and share their information. We had partnered that with the Law Enforcement Torch Run for Special Olympics when it came through Pocatello as well.
Wow. So that kind of an activity helps you understand, okay, these are the members of the community who have these, have these different precautions that we need to be aware about, right? Is that, am I understanding that correctly? That's
yeah, essentially.
Really cool.
So, I mean, it could be something as far as the individual may be diabetic and they just want us to be aware. So if somebody calls in that if someone appears to be under the influence or is having a medical condition, if we're able to identify who the person is and we have that information that was willingly provided to them, then we know how to tell EMS that this individual is diabetic, and that could be a contributing factor to what's going on. It could be they have a bleeding disorder and they're in a car accident. We're able to identify who it is. Again, we can tell EMS that if it's somebody that's known to run away and police get a call of a runaway juvenile, we know where they may or may not run towards or what they try to avoid or things like that. Really just anything that people would want us to know prior to an event happening.
Wow. That helps you just get more involved with the community so they can know you better. I think that's very beneficial.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yep. Could you tell me, well, I guess this question kind of lost me. I'm trying to recollect it here.
You're good. You're fine.
How does the, well, oh my goodness. So we talked about some of the other events you've done, right, to help you guys partnership, have better relationships with the community. Is there an event, in your opinion, that you feel like best helps you, your station and the community understand each other on a better level?
I don't think there's any one event that helps us the most. All events help us. Every event draws in different people. Whether it's a big event, a small event, we may recognize some of the same people at these events, but we'll always meet somebody new. We'll always meet other resources or businesses within town. My job is a big function of my job is I go to all of these events within our community. I not only helping with organizing and planning when we're asked to or doing it ourselves, but we attend tons of events. So just getting to know everybody that there is, the relationships that we've built with the community members has been the best thing of all of them. And there's no one event that has made it better than others.
Wow. So have you recognized this? I mean, these events helping the station when you guys are out in the field and you're responding to calls, have you seen the effects from these events in real time?
Oh, absolutely. I've been to the senior center before presenting on a program that we're doing, or in this case, I was presenting on a program, and an individual approached me regarding a housing issue. I was able to contact somebody that I knew through one of the other events that I had gone to, reached out to him, and we were able to set up some temporary housing for him to at least have somewhere to go for the weekend until other businesses opened up on Monday that could help him. There's relationships that we have built that we can call them at any hour and they can help us. They'll come out, they can help with housing, help with transportation, really anything. Last minute, we need help with ice. I know who I can call and, hey, we have an event coming up and we just need some ice for it. Can you help us? And they'll help us. No problem.
So the duty goes far beyond just, protecting, but it's also serving, right? You're serving the community. Absolutely. By getting to know them, by, interacting with them, knowing them on a personal level, so you can offer those additional services that a lot of people don't understand you guys may actually do.
Yes. Yep.
I think that's really incredible. So I understand with this event that you're holding this next Tuesday, there's a lot of opportunity for different, local businesses and community members to get involved. How can they do that?
So it's just a simple Google form that I've created. People can just go on there and fill out the form. If they have questions, they can email me, they can call me, whatever is easiest. The registration for being a vendor, if you will, of this event does close on August 1st. But if there's something that's going on, definitely reach out to me and I might be able to get you fit in somewhere in the park. But the deadline is August 1st. But anybody that is interested in coming is more than welcome to.
And what's a good way that they can contact you to get a spot filled?
So either emailing me at mhansen, HANSEN, at pocatello.gov. You can call me at 208-234-6131. You can go to our Facebook account, and I have shared information about this event with a QR code and that Google form link on there a few different times. There's also a event that I've created through Facebook that has all that information on there as well. Or you can also just send the department Facebook a message through Messenger, and I'll see it there as well. That's
great. So I am just a little curious. As the community outreach officer, since that's your role, aside from events that you hold, what other things do you get to involve with in the community in that role?
Yeah, so my role, I do, like we've discussed, I do a lot of events, attending events, planning events. I work really closely with our school resource officers and the summer programs that we do. Once school is out, I do all kinds of presentations. I do our social media. I assist our PIO with a lot of the PIO work, do recruiting. My desk is kind of a catch-all. So if there's something that somebody's not sure who does it or where it needs to go, it usually comes to me and I'll figure it out.
Wow, you're like the go-between for all all things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that is so cool. I just have one more question for you. And this is going to be a little bit deeper, but aside from it just being your duty to, interact with the community and build the relations of the station with the community, what is your why? Like, what's your drive to reach out to the community aside from it being your job?
My why as to why I became a police officer is it's something that I have always been interested in. I've always been interested in police work, always wanted to be a detective. I always wanted to give back to people and give the people that may not have a voice, give them that voice. Whether that was through an investigation or just sharing information to them. People may need help. They may not know how to ask for help, may not recognize they need help, or just not know what resources are out there. And being able to connect those dots and just help and give back, that's really what my why is and what brings me back to work every day.
So your why is, not only just to protect, but it's serving the community, serving people.
Absolutely.
That's a great why. I think that's a good reason to, aside from your job, really do this kind of outreach work for the community. So I think that's wonderful. Well, Morgan Hansen, you are amazing. We appreciate you coming on the show today, and we just appreciate everything that you and the rest of and that all first responders really do for our communities. And
well, I appreciate that. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for being on. National Night is happening Tuesday night. It's the first Tuesday in August at, I believe, 7 o'clock, right? Or no, from 4 p.m. to 7.
Yep. 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Lookout Point, downtown Pocatello.
All right. Well, go there. You can say hi to Morgan Hansen and the rest of the Pocatello Police Station that will be there. And a great opportunity for the community and the police to get to know each other better and serve each other. I love that. Thank you, Morgan, for coming on.
Absolutely.
That was Morgan Hansen, the Community Outreach Officer for the Pocatello Police Department. She's in charge of the National Night Out here next Tuesday, August 4th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Lookout Point. That's 426 West Lewis Street in Pocatello. Make sure you go there. You can also reach out to Morgan personally for any information regarding any local businesses or community members that would like to help and join that event. Again, that's next Tuesday, August 4th, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Lookout Point. This has been Weekdays with BYU-Idaho Radio. I'm Harrison Kelly. Thanks for joining us.